there was one concept that I would recommend anyone to learn about trading, it would be understanding candlestick order flow and where the market's likely to go. Once you understand where the market's likely to go, everything else becomes simple. And with this framework, this is how you will be able to identify liquidity within the market and know when the market is going to be trending. And one of the most simple ways to trade within the market is trading continuations, and this is all going to stem from understanding candlestick order flow. If you haven't watched my free bootcamp on YouTube already, I would recommend you do so because I do cover order flow in that and a lot more concepts in much more detail. However, let's get into how you can identify order flow when we are bearish. When we are bearish, the main thing we are looking for is looking for the market which is trading to the upside. And once we trade to the upside, we make a green candle. So this is a green candle that trades higher. Once we make this green candle, how do we know that the market is going to be bearish? So this is where we wait for a change in the state of delivery. So we are waiting for the market to trade lower and trade below this green candle. Once it closes below this green candle, this is where we change the state of delivery. Once we change the state of delivery below this green candle, this is how we know that the order flow is switching from bullish, so this is where we were trading higher, to bearish. And we are going to look at green candles only, so up close candles only, to support the market lower. So this is the first green candle which we close above. So once we confirm that the market changes the state of delivery, we are waiting for another green candle to form. So once we have a second green candle which forms and closes below the first up close candle, once we close below it, this now becomes a propulsion candle. So this is what you need to understand. We have a green candle. Once we close below this green candle, it changes the state of delivery. The next green candle, we wait for the market to close below again. Once we close below this is going to send the market lower. And this is where we can confirm. So this is our extra confirmation that the market's going to continue lower and the order flow is bearish. And you can see all green candles from now will support the market to continue trading lower. And this is the exact framework that you are going to utilize when you are bearish. So I'm going to go over this one more time just in case it went over a lot of your heads. So the main focus is right here. So we are looking for the market to be trading to one side. So you can see that the market's trading higher. And we are anticipating the market to trade lower. However, we don't know when the market's going to reverse until we have a confirmation. So what is our confirmation? The confirmation is a change in the state of delivery. So the first green candle, which is right here that I just pointed at, once the market closes below this, so this can be on any time frame, it can be the hourly or the 4 hour. Preferably you want to see it on the 4 hour. So once we close below this is where we have a change in the state of delivery. Closure below this, we are looking at the next green candle which formed. So this is the next green candle that I've just pointed at, and this now becomes a propulsion candle. And we are looking for the market to trade into it, and this candle should reject the market, and the market should reject away from this and trade lower. So once we trade away from the first up close candle and the second one, this is where we confirm that the market is in bearish order flow, and all green up close candles are going to support the market lower. And if the green up close candles overlap with a fair value gap, this is going to be a very high probability entry. I'm going to say that again. If a fair value gap overlaps with a up close candle when we have bearish order flow, that is a very high probability entry. And if we have an inversion gap overlapping, this is where we have a balanced price range. So now you have an understanding of bearish order flow. Let's go over bullish order flow. So it's pretty much the same framework. The market is trading lower. Once the market's trading lower, we are looking for a down close candle. Once you make this down close candle, the next thing we are waiting for is a change in the state of delivery. So this confirms that the market actually wants to go higher. So this is our first confirmation. Once we close above this down close candle, and as we have a closure above this down close candle, what is the next step for extra confirmation? And the next step is we wait for another down close candle, which is our propulsion candle. Market trades back into this, and this candle should reject the market away, and we should trade higher, and all down close candles from here will support the market higher. And if we have a fair value gap which overlaps, so here we have a fair value gap, and then we have a down close candle. If this overlaps with this fractal, this is a very high probability entry, and this is where you can take the longs to clear out some sort of liquidity. So it can be buy side liquidity. And this is also how every high probability market maker buy or sell model forms as well. So as we've gone over bearish and bullish template examples, I'm going to write down some notes that you should have picked up if you haven't already, which you can also write down as well. But this is exactly how you will be confirming that the market is changing order flow and how you will be actually looking at the market for order flow. So the first thing is when we are bearish, you are looking at up close candles. to support the market to trade lower. So as I spoke about at the start of the video, the change in the state of delivery is going to show that the market's actually changing its delivery. And then you're going to look at the propulsion block, and this is going to confirm that the market is going to trade in the direction. So we are looking at up close candles only when we are bearish, and when we are bullish, we are looking at down close candles. So these down close candles are going to support the market to continue trading higher. Then the same logic is applied. We are still using the change in the state of delivery, and then we are using the propulsion block to confirm that the market's actually changed the state of delivery and is going to trade in the direction that we want it to. This is the easiest way to identify if the market's going to have a continuation. So with all that being said, we're going to go over some chart examples, then we will close off the video. So now we're going to go over an example of bearish order flow, and this was a trade that I did take live inside of my Discord. So I did give this trade idea beforehand, and if you want to join my free Discord, all you need to do is go into the description down below, and it will be the first link above, and that's where you can claim access to my free Discord. And once you're inside of my Discord, make sure to claim the free course, because that's going to give you the same framework that I'm teaching right now. Without further ado, let's go over the framework of what made this market bearish and how did I know that I was going to trade lower. So if we look right here, we have a dealing range high. This is what we traded into, and we have a dealing range low. So what is the first thing we do? Well, once we take out liquidity right here, so the market's been trading to the upside, we are waiting for a change in the state of delivery. So as most of you know, I'm always looking at 3 up close candles or down close candles once we close below them for a change in the state of delivery. So you can see 1, 2, 3. These are 3 up close candles, and this is what trades into liquidity. So this is what I was showing on the template examples. Once we trade into the liquidity, I'm looking for a close below these 3 up close candles. So let's draw them out in time, and you can see this red candle that I'm pointing at right now, this closed below these 3 up close candles. Once we close below them, what does this represent? This represents we have a change in the state of delivery. So I'm just going to remove that off the screen. What is the next thing we look at? Well, we look at this green candle right here. Why are we looking at this green candle? Because this is our propulsion candle. So we know that the market is changing its state of delivery. We've had a close below the 3 up close candles. Once we close below them, the next thing we look at is our propulsion candle. And we are going to map out the body. So from the high to the low, this is 50%. And you can see how these candles stop dead on at 50%. And then reject away. And it's not just these candles. Look at the next candles as well. They're stopping dead on at 50% and rejecting away. And why is this? This is the propulsion candle that I taught you right at the start of the video. And this is where we are going to reject off of. So you can see we closed below these 3 green up close candles. So this gives us the scenario that the market is changing the state of delivery. How can we confirm this? We look at the next green candle. So this is the next green candle, and this is our propulsion candle. I'm not using this green candle because this is the beefier one and it has a lot more volume. And then we draw this out in time, and you can see how sensitive the market is. Once we start rejecting off of these levels, we are looking at these green up close candles. So you can see these green candles should support the market lower, and you can see we trade into this green candle and reject away. However, drawing our attention to these 2 green up close candles, you can see that the market trades into them and rejects away. And where is it rejecting away from? From this candle's low to this candle's high, we are only using the bodies. You can see 50% right here, bang on, rejects away. So this is the green candle. And what else did I teach you? Once we confirm that the market is changing the state of delivery and the propulsion block confirms that the market is going to trade lower or into the direction we want, all green candles, if we are bearish, are going to support the market lower. So these are the green candles, market trades into them, rejects away. This is our highest green up close candle. Draw this out in time. Market trades into it, just misses 50% and trades away. Once I saw this market trade higher, reject away from this green candle, this is where I said that GBP CAD is going to trade lower. So you can see we trade into this green candle, we trade into it 2 times, and both times we reject away. Once we rejected away this time, this is where I sold from, with a stop loss just at this high, and I was targeting the external low and all these equal lows right here. So you can see the market's not too far away from trading into these lows. And you can see all these green up close candles are supporting the market lower. So we made these green candles as well. Market trades higher, trades into them, rejects away. We made these green candles right here. Market trades higher, trades into them, rejects away. And we trade into this gap and we're continuing to trade away. So this is the exact framework to trading order flow and knowing where the market's going to go. You need an understanding of order flow, then everything else becomes simple. You can see how easy my entry was. All I was utilizing was these green candles for the market to trade into, and then I was going to sell and then target the low that I've already mapped out. So if you've not watched my free course, blend this understanding into my free course, and I'll tell you what, this is a gem within the market, and this is the closest thing there is to Enigma. But with all that being said, I hope you found this video insightful. I will be posting a flowchart regarding all this on my Twitter page, so make sure you're following that. However, just remember, I'm rooting for you and I hope you find success in this business. As always, enjoy the rest of your day.